Good evening, Hawk fans. Welcome to R.L. Maddox Stadium here on the campus of North Lamar High School on the north side of Paris, Texas, as the Pleasant Grove Hawks have made the around 90-mile trip up 82 to take on the North Lamar Panthers in Game 1 of District 7 4A Division II play. Pleasant Grove comes into tonight's game 3-2 on the season. Out of pre-district, North Lamar 1-4. Their lone win against Mineola, a 35-24 affair. Both teams were off last week for the traditional bye week before district, and now we'll get this thing kicked off. And for the next 5 weeks, Jay, we will fight it out to see which four teams will represent 7-4A as we get ready to head into the playoffs this week number 1.
Yeah, excited about tonight. We're going to have temperatures at 80 degrees at kickoff, which I definitely enjoy as we get into some fall weather. And Pleasant Grove and North Lamar are both coming off byes.
Yep.
And Pleasant Grove, little slow coming into this season. Had a lot of seniors that graduated last year.
Yep.
And made a slight change of the offense going to the spread. And after a close loss to Kilgore and a very decisive win over Sunnyvale, Pleasant Grove is ready to start district, and I expect to see a little bit more of the passing game that has developed out of this spread. And it's going to be interesting how North Lamar comes out and tries to play Pleasant Grove, with this offense starting to produce as many yards as they have in the air.
Yeah, North Lamar has tried to throw the ball around quite a bit, really try to get the ball down the field at times, and so we'll see what sort of workout the secondary for the Hawks get tonight. Also, we don't expect them to try to keep the ball in the quarterback's hands for too much of the game. They want to try to get it out quickly, maybe some quick bubble screens and those types of things, just to try to keep everyone moving. They've run an RPO type of system in the past. Now they run that out of the shotgun, and so sort of a modified RPO there. And so it'll be a test for our defense. What are we going to do to everybody stay where they're supposed to be? Again, that defensive front for the Hawks has been kind of the shining point for the defense, and so that matchup between North Lamar's offensive line trying to do something with the likes of B.J. Rochelle and Lance Jackson is really, I think, maybe what's going to tell the tale of tonight's football game.
Yeah, their defense has already given up 205 points for the season, and so they're giving up right at 41 points per game. So I do expect for Pleasant Grove to continue to put plenty of points. If you go back and look at the history between these four teams, last year Pleasant Grove won 56-5 or 56-6, and that is the first time that North Lamar had scored in the last 4 games. The previous games were 55-0, 60-0, and 56-0. And so, North Lamar definitely has their hands full tonight. Corbin Blease is a senior. That's their quarterback, and he's got 860 yards passing so far with 10 touchdowns. But he has thrown 5 interceptions. And one thing that has surprised me with the defensive backs is they've only had, I think, 2 interceptions so far. But that's because the defensive line has really not given quarterbacks that many opportunities to throw the ball.
Exactly. Yeah, that's one of those things that has been sort of a defining key of this year's team. But I am interested to see tonight with North Lamar maybe trying to compensate for that defensive line, getting rid of it quickly. Can those guys in the secondary take advantage of that and maybe get a few more interceptions in the stat book for tonight?
Yeah, you mentioned North Lamar's passing game, and they've got 3 receivers that can definitely take it to the house. Kenton Gray's got 260 yards and 4 TDs. Dallas Foster's already got 207 yards with a TD. And then Brenton Jackson has 172 yards, and I believe he had 2 TDs in their very last game. Their only win so far is over Mineola Yellow Jackets, where they won 35-24. So they're looking at just seeing some improvement. And, it wouldn't surprise me if they could sneak out, that 4th spot, should they be able to get that offense rolling as they go into district play.
Yeah, and so we'll see what they do. For the Hawks on offense, you talked about switching over to the spread. Of course, Jared Halter's still the quarterback, and he really has begun to, step into that spread offense and be able to get the ball to different folks. And, man, a bright spot who came in for the Hawks the last couple of games is Camden Harris, junior wide receiver. He'll be wearing number 16 tonight. We expect him to get the start out there. And he's one of those guys that just gives you an opportunity to get the ball over there to him. He does a good job of being able to high point the ball and pull that down. Opposite side of the field of him, a lot of times is going to be Spencer Browning. Browning has showed the wheels several times this year, being able to get behind the defender and get in to score. And so the Hawks, with some of those guys on the outside that can open the field up, maybe we'll start to see that open some things down inside for the running backs. Nick Bells and Brody Watts getting the most of the carries and the touchdowns from the running back position. And then times we'll bring in Jamarian Richardson, Jay Rich, who does a lot of work on the defensive side, but he'll come in and provide a spark for the offense as well. And so I'll be interested to see tonight what those guys do on offense, maybe how we utilize them in different ways, and maybe even if we can get some other guys with some Friday night experience out there.
Yeah, I do think that you'll see a lot of players who haven't had that many series so far be able to get some game time in the second half. Tonight is going to be we're going to be looking at offensive efficiency and being able to not get into those third and long situations, and just being able to see what plays are they're going to end up being magical towards the end of the season when you've got to call those against the Gilmers and the Carthages of the world.
Yeah, and so it'll be, again, getting it ready to go here and really see what we can do. You look at the rest of the district and some of those games that will be going on tonight. Of course, now every game for the next 5 weeks in district is going to matter as it comes to those standings. So if you look across our district, Gilmer playing Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh kind of struggling this year. You've also, in the other side of our district, you got Spring Hill playing Van, and Van kind of the newcomer to the district, and so we'll see what they're able to do. And we'll play all those folks over the next 4 weeks.
Yeah, you mentioned the Pleasant Grove defense. They've only given up 67 points in the 5 games that they've played so far, and so they've been the mainstay of this Pleasant Grove Hawk team, and definitely continue to see that tonight. With this offense, with Corbin Blease, with him being a senior, it's not a team that you can take lightly.
Yeah.
And so, they're going to be looking to be able to knock Pleasant Grove, off this pedestal that I'm putting them on. But it's going to be interesting to see, how North Lamar comes out and which team can get that first sock in the mouth.
So you can see the Panthers making their way out on the field. The Hawks have already made their way out there. Each team has performed their respective school song. And now we're just waiting on North Lamar to get out here. And we talked about it, Jay. It's a beautiful night for the boys outside playing football, but it's a beautiful night for us up here on top of the roof. We are outside playing football. Usually we got a microphone to let you hear some of the crowd noise and some of what's going on outside. Tonight we can just use the ones that we have because we're right out here with them. But if you are going to make me sit outside on a roof, I do appreciate the fact that at least you don't have it in 90 degrees and you've cooled it down just a little bit for me.
No, the weather is definitely perfect for football, and once we got up to the top of the press box and I saw that they had positioned us outside, I was definitely pleased that the good Lord gave us 80-degree weather for the game.
Yep, if I'm in a good place to land, you make me go up a creaky ladder like that, I'm going to do it one time and hope that it's load rated. I'm pretty sure the load rating started with a 2, so that made me a little nervous. I'll let you go up first to see what happened as we started making up that vintage ladder here. So
they did have it bolted in at the top, so I was appreciative.
Yeah, at least it wasn't being held up with baling wire or anything like that. And so now both teams sending the captains out there to the field. You've got B.J. Rochelle, Buck Anderson, Jace Elrod, and James Solomon heading out there for the Hawks for tonight's coin toss. Number 17, Tyler Antonio Silva. Number 1, Connor Brasso. Number 12, Jackson Hoskins. And number 9, Brenton Jackson, the captains for the Panthers. Tyler Antonio Silva sounds like the headliner on a fight card.
Could be. I'd root for him.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and so it looks like the Hawks have won the toss. We have elected to receive, and so the Hawks will be going from our right to left, which is south to north. Got a little bit of a wind blowing in from the northeast, feels like.
Matthew Lamar, line judge Timothy Novak, and back judge Darrell Dix.
And so we'll see how the offense gets rolling first, and this may be the only game we play on grass this year, Jay. And now we're going to turn it over to the PA and the North Lamar Panther Band for the playing of our national anthem. All right, great job, North Lamar Panther Band. They're actually heading out, so the Pleasant Grove Band tonight after this game heading over to Frisco to stay the night. They've got a competition tomorrow in Salina, and North Lamar's band will be at that contest as well, and so we wish both of them best of luck. So the Hawk return team getting out there on the field, ready to return this one back deep. For the Hawks is number 1, Roland Richie, and also number 13, Nick Bells. As we wait on the Panther kicking team to make their way out there on the field. Coach is not really sure what he's discussing with them over on the sideline. He's letting them know what he wants to know. I think in this kind of situation, Jay, I would always tell my team be ready for any sort of shenanigans. You got a team coming in and need to do what they can to.
Liberty Allo came out with an onside kick last week.
Okay,
at the start of the game, so you're right.
Turned out well for them.
It did.
Dallas Foster with the ball teed up for the Panthers. High end over end kick, and there will be a fair catch. Waving both hands is Landon West. Didn't want anybody confused, and so the Hawks will take over just inside the 25-yard line at the 24. And I was saying it before, Jay, this is probably going to be the only natural surface that the Hawks play on this season, as we've seen more and more teams switching over to artificial turf. It's one of the last remaining natural fields probably in the area, especially in 4A ball.
You just wonder if we made any cleat adjustments for this particular evening.
So the ball will be on the 25-yard line. Jared Halter and company come out with 2 receivers to each side. Fakes the ball to Nick Bells, throws it underneath to Lance Jackson. Jackson runs into the heart of the defense up across the 30. Picks up 9 on the play up to the 34. It'll bring up 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, Randon Barrick there to make this stop just short of the first down. Jackson had a nice little tunnel there that had been created. Him to be able to get 8.5, 9 yards on that first play for the Pleasant Grove Hawks.
Now the Hawks will bring 2 into the backfield, send 2 to the left on the short side. This one bounces around. Nick Bell's able to pull it down, though. Not sure if that was designed as a wildcat or not, but Bells does a good job of recovering to turn what could have been a broken play into a first down as he gets it across the 40 up to the 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Hawks.
Yeah, Keelan Gray having to come from his cornerback position there to make that stop. And Nick Bell's very, very wisely picked that ball up off the turf and able to advance it, keeping that from a broken play.
Not really sure if Halter wasn't ready for it or what exactly was going on there. Now same formation with 2 receivers to each side again. Halter looks to the sideline to confirm the call. Drops back. He wants to throw. Looks to his right. Now looks back left. Pulls it down, and Halter's going to run with it. Jared Halter on the move. He's going to have enough for the first down. Gets it across midfield into Panther territory to the 45-yard line. And that's another Pleasant Grove Hawk first down.
Yeah, tough run in there. Halter had no desire to go down on that one, and I believe that was number 55, Corbin Liggins, that made that stop.
And number 55, Corbin Liggins.
So good play there by Halter. Didn't have anywhere to go. Didn't want to make an ill-timed throw, and so he just pulled it down to see what he could get and ends up picking up the first down. Still spreading them out, 2 to each side. Halter looks right, firing down the middle of the field now, has a man caught. That's Harris. He breaks a tackle at the 10. Going to be brought down inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal Hawks, Camden Harris. And I tell you what, Jay, as he was moving across the field, he had a big long stride. Didn't look like he was moving fast, but he was covering some ground. And the Hawks are in business down inside the 5 as we look at the replay here, brought to you by Texar.
Number 6, Dallas Foster for the Panthers.
Good job by Harris picking up an extra 20 yards or so at the end of that one.
3-yard line.
1st and goal. Bells gets the handoff. Jumps over the tackler. Boy, and Bells kind of got upended there. Brought down at the 1-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, Hawks hurrying this one up a little bit.
With the tempo. Bells to the right, and he's in. Touchdown, Hawks!
Yeah, practically untouched. Nick Bell's able to get in behind that offensive line for Pleasant Grove. Put them on the board first. 9:26 here in the first quarter.
Several Hawks involved on that offensive drive. And first downs by Lance Jackson, a first down run by Halter. Now we've got the extra point by Silas Yowell. 9:26 in the first quarter. Hawks 7. Panthers 0. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, or maybe a new or pre-owned boat or RV, care for a car wash, had a fender bender, or you need service on your vehicle, boat, or RV, we have it all when you let us exceed your expectations at Greg Orr Auto, Marine, and RV in Shreveport, Texarkana, and Ashdown. Shop hassle-free and always be treated like family while choosing from our sensational selection. In Shreveport, visit Orr Acura, or BMW, or Cadillac, or Infiniti, and the Greg Orr Pre-Owned Supercenter. In Texarkana, Mercedes-Benz of Texarkana, Classic Buick GMC.
Welcome back. James Solomon with a end-over-end kick. And it will bounce just into the end zone. Boy, I tell you, Solomon takes half a shade off of that thing. It wouldn't have made it to the end zone as it died in the grass. But it will be a touchback, and so the Panthers will start from their own 25-yard line. And now we'll see what the defense can do as Jared Halter and company march their way down the field. A mix of runs and passes, punctuated by a 2-yard dive by Nick Bells to put the Hawks up 7-0 early off in this one.
Yeah, their running back is Jackson Hoskin, who already has 560 yards and 6 TDs on the ground. So probably going to see him carry quite the load tonight.
So Kai Furch, the sophomore quarterback, hands it off to Hoskins. He tries to come to the right, doesn't have anywhere to go, and he runs into number 5, Lance Jackson. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. He's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, good job there by Jackson, just being able to peel off of the North Lamar lineman and make that stop for no gain.
2 on the right side now, 1 to the left for the Panthers. Hawks showing blitz. Hand off to Hoskins again, trying to come left, and once again, he gets none. This time, James Solomon, the first man there. They may give him credit for half a yard of forward progress, but that's it. And it's quickly 3rd down and long for the Panthers.
Yeah, that was a called delay blitz there by Solomon, and able to get back there, and they're giving him the line of game. But to me, that should have been a tackle for loss for Solomon there.
2 linebackers there are Buck Anderson and Landon West. Quarterback wants to throw, has nowhere to go, pulls it down. He's trying to make something happen with his feet, and he is not going to have enough. Buck Anderson is going to bring down Kai Furch after a pickup of about 6. And it'll be 4th down and 4. And the Panthers are sending in punt personnel as James Solomon will go back to receive this punt for the Hawks. And Jay, we talked about that defensive front getting involved early. They do as well. Some help there from the safety Solomon, and very quickly North Lamar will be forced to punt.
Yeah, Solomon has done a pretty good job returning punts, and he's definitely heroic. So he's not afraid to catch anything.
This one low, and they finally get it off. And it's going to be down to inside the 30-yard line. And so a special teams disaster, and now the Hawks are going to start at the plus 29 after a low snap and then a punt that the punter really, I don't know if he got a foot on that or exactly what happened there.
Yeah, and of course, it's tough to do it in real time, but it looked like if he'd have just tucked it, he possibly could have gotten enough for the first down.
Yeah, needed 4 yards there, but punter's not used to seeing a bunch of jerseys come at them when they're trying to run with the ball.
Normally when that snap hits the ground, they start getting happy feet.
Jared Halter and company now back out. Nick Bell still the ball carrier. They're on the North Lamar 29-yard line, second offensive drive, and now a little bobble on the handoff between Bells and Halter. That's the second time we've seen a little bit of confusion or something going on there with Halter and Bells. Nick Bell's able to get on it again. Last time he was able to scoop it up, turn it into a first down. That time he's able to jump on it quickly before the defender for North Lamar. That's Adrian Nichols. He was back there in the middle of that as they sort of jostled for the ball. It'll be a loss of 3 on the play, but the Hawks do retain possession.
Yeah, it looks like Jarrett may have tried to pull that back out of the breadbasket to put the ball up in the air, but just an unforeseen error there.
Spencer Browning and Roland Richie are off to the left side. By himself on the right is number 16, Camden Harris, and now they're going to move 17, Kenmarian Jones, over in the H-back position, and now got a whistle. We'll see what the call is here. And so it'll be a delay of game against the Hawks. It didn't seem like 40 seconds. That's something we may need to watch that play clock a little closer. Nope, now we're going to blow it.
So you get delay game and then premature.
Yeah, I was going to say, they did that, and then I guess they didn't whistle it ready. See if the Hawks keep the same play call. It is second down and 18 for the Hawks from the 37-yard line. After a fumble and a penalty, put us behind the sticks. Now Halter brings the play call in.
Right at 6 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in this first quarter.
Halter wants to throw, looks left, fires, caught. Spencer Browning gets it across the 30 near the original line of scrimmage. Bring up third down and 8 to go from the 28-yard line.
That route was run over and over and over during pregame, so I do think that we may see that a little bit tonight. And then once they start biting on that, going to have a little double hitch,
little double move and go over the top. Yeah, a little 10-yard hitch, and yeah, I think probably so. Jay might see that open up and see if you can't go over the top. Third and long now for the Hawks. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Halter looking left, wants to throw, firing down the middle of the field. Nobody's there except a bunch of guys in blue. He was trying to connect with Harris, and I think somebody must have just run in the wrong direction. That one, fortunately, not intercepted. And that'll be 4th down and 8.
Yeah, just underneath that pattern, Spencer Browning looked to be wide open. So that may be something that they go back to a little bit later in the game.
4th and a long 8 for the Hawks. Fake the handoff. Halter rolling right. Firing toward the end zone again. Has a man wide open. Incomplete. Spencer Browning just unable to haul that one in. He was wide open about 5 yards deep in the end zone. Couldn't pull it in, and so on a drive that started on the plus 29, the Hawks will turn it over on downs, and North Lamar will have it at their own 29.
Well, going into the game, that was one of the things that I wanted to see is just the efficiency of the offense, scoring on most of their series tonight. So you know that the offense is going to go to the sideline and sort of talk that one through, one of those being a delay of game.
3 on the right side now, 1 to the left side for the Panthers as they come on offense. And a little pitch, and that Kai Furch with a late pitch. And fortunate for them, that wasn't picked up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 5 on the play, 2nd down and 15.
Yeah, Jalen Foster did a perfect job there staying with the quarterback, and the quarterback paid dearly with that late pitch. And so I would expect from now on he's probably going to put that out there a little bit quicker with Jalen Foster coming in.
Now we got a flag, a little false start. And so this will back the Panthers up more, so they go from 2nd and 16 to 2nd down and 21. A little scrimmage from the 18-yard line as Mr. Sutton and the Hawk band get cranked up over there with the offense in front of them. 2 to the right side now, 1 to the left for Kai Furch and company. He hands the ball to Hoskins, and he has nowhere to go. Breaks out of the first would-be tackler, but the Hawks continue to swarm. Buck Anderson will get credit for the tackle for loss there, but he was joined with several of his friends. And it will be 3rd down and about 28 to go for North Lamar.
Do have some scores of interest. Pittsburgh Pirates down 15-0 to Gilmer. Liberty Diallo leads Gladewater 13-7.
Panthers want to throw. Looking right down the field. Intercepted. We talked about it, Jay. And there it is. Jaden Scales. High points the ball, pulls it down. And there's a man slow to get up for the Panthers, but it is a turnover for the Hawks. There is a penalty flag. We'll see if it's against the offense or defense. It is good to see Rashad Washington getting up.
Foul. Defense, number 5. Partial foul. Offense, number 68. Don't put y'all set.
All right, so we had a personal foul against guys on both teams, so it might have been just a little pushing and shoving there. Not really sure what.
Panther fans, in case you haven't heard already, in 5, your North Lamar.
But after the,
beat Pleasant Grove tonight.
Regardless, it was a
We'll replay the down.
interception.
So that makes the Panthers 5-0.
Looks like the defense is going to come back
Yeah,
out.
so the interception will not count. We're going to back up and do this thing all over again. So it's back to 3rd down and 28. So Jaden Scales has an interception on film, just won't show up on the stats.
I'd still put it on my huddle if I was him.
Also don't understand why the stadium PA is playing the ominous 3rd down music when they're on offense, but here we are. 2 to the right side, 2 to the left side now for Furch. He wants to throw, rolling to his right. There's a hold on the play there. Yep, firing down the field now, and it is caught But this one's going to come back. It's complete to number 23, Keelan Gray. Terrell Patton was in coverage, but there is going to be a penalty flag as the defender for the Hawks was completely spun around as he was trying to provide pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, B.J. Rochelle had much of his jersey being tugged on.
Yeah, they're having to get his shoulder pads back into his uniform out there.
We got 2 fouls on the play. And now from downfield, number 2, that penalty will be flagged. Holding, number 60 is offense.
Had 2 penalties on the offense and an eligible receiver down the field. And then we've got holding, so we're going to back it up, go half the distance to the goal. And looks like we're going to be third and about 34.
You got to think they just want to have a play that they can get 10 or 15 yards.
Yeah, we talked about it in the pregame. They do like to do some things down the field, and that time we saw it, and they were able to connect. 3 to the left side, 1 to the right side. Quarterback wants to throw. He breaks free of the first tackler. He's trying to get to the sideline, and he's going to be brought down near the 10. They're still going to be well behind the sticks. And that's just a good defensive stop there by the Hawks. It's going to be 4th down and 28.
Yeah, going into tonight's game, Jalen Foster already had 19 solo tackles, and so he now has, I believe, 2 already tonight. And so he's approaching 40 tackles for the year. Just a solid Pleasant Grove defensive lineman out there.
James Solomon back near the North Lamar 45-yard line waiting on this punt. This time they do get a punt off. Spinning in the air. Solomon, we backed up just across the 50 to the 49. Now he's got a return on. He's into Panther territory down inside the 30. And he'll be swallowed up there. And so Pleasant Grove once again with good field position. This time a punt return by James Solomon sets the Hawks up at the 26-yard line, and that's where they'll take over. First down and 10. Had an opportunity on the last offensive drive down here. And just a couple of miscues. Ended up with a turnover on downs. We'll see if we can turn this one into points. 3 minutes and 22 seconds remain in the first quarter. Hawks leading at 7-0 here in Paris.
So I just Googled what a group of Panthers were because that's who stopped him.
Yeah.
And they're called Claws.
A claw?
Claws of Panthers.
A claw of Panthers. Well, Nick Bales evades the claw of Panthers, bounces it outside, picks up the first down. And it'll be 1st and 10 Hawks at the 20, and Pleasant Grove now using tempo. Quickly back to the line. 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left side. Halter hands it off now to Brody Watts. This one read well by the defensive front. That's number 58. 55, Corbin Liggins coming in to make the tackle. Be a loss of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, the 2 inside the defensive linemen for North Lamar are pretty big boys there.
Yeah, that time he read the play well, kind of shot through the gap there and got back there right about the time Watts got a good step going. Bell's back in now. They fake the handoff to him, throw it out. This time it's caught by Roland Richie. Richie gets it down inside the 15 near the 13. Make it 3rd down. About 6 to go.
Yeah, Ryder Stout coming in to stop the Hawks. 3rd and about 6.
Halter now sends Richie in motion. They give it to him, a little zoom sweep. Roland Richie cuts it upfield, breaks the tackle at the 5, and he's in. Touchdown! Hawks! Roland Richie does it with his feet.
Roland Richie, number 1.
Yeah, Roland Richie basically keeping his season average at 12.9 intact and adds another touchdown. That is his 4th TD of the year, and that's going to put him right at 297 yards rushing for the season.
So now we wait the extra point from Silas Yowell. His kick is up, and it's good. With exactly 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter, Hawks lead it 14-0. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Tired of the annual hassle of hanging holiday lights? Forget those struggles and invest in the convenience and year-round beauty of Gemstone Lights. Permanent architectural and holiday lighting that you control. With Gemstone Lights, access over 1,000 pre-built patterns for festivities throughout the year. Easily alter them through our user-friendly app. Experience the magic of Gemstone Lights today. Available through Livewire Electrical Services, Texarkana's authorized Gemstone Lights dealer.
All right, folks, welcome back here to North Lamar. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Hawks lead at 14-0 after a 12-yard rolling Richie touchdown run. Makes it a 2-score affair here on the north side of Paris. James Solomon booming end-over-end kick sends the return man back to the 1. He's going to have to pick it up out of the end zone, and he is going to be bottled up at the 2-yard line.
Gray on the kickoff return.
Like number 9 was the first man back there for the Hawks, Palmer Gibbs, the sophomore. And North Lamar will start from inside their own 1-yard line.
The official start on the field will be at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, you've got to think that the ears will be peeled back on these Pleasant Grove Hawk defensive linemen, and probably even a little pressure from these linebackers.
So the return man, Kenton Gray, was at his own goal line, jumped up to try to catch that, and it went into the end zone through his arms. He had to try to get it out and was just able to get out of the end zone. 3 on the right side, 1 to the left side. We got the Land Shark music playing again. Maybe they're trying to fire a defense up. I don't know. This one trying to get a little wide receiver screen set up, and it is incomplete, a little bit too high for the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, it looked like it was just limited pressure on that particular down.
At the 2nd down and 10 after 1.
Same formation now, 3 on the right side, 1 on the left side.
Corey Cranford and B.J. Rochelle there in the middle.
Quarterback keeper, and he is not going to have anywhere to go. And he called to Corey Cranford's name, and right on cue. He wraps up the quarterback just as he gets to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he is only a sophomore and already has 20 tackles for this season. Caused 2 fumbles and has recovered 2 fumbles. And one of those was a scoop and score. So sophomore making an impact on this defensive line.
So Furch got 1 yard on the carry. It's 3rd down and 9 now from the 2. Looks to his left to throw. Fires down the field. Incomplete. Sails over the head of the intended receiver. Also over the head of Jamarian Richardson. He was the closest man to it. So they tried to connect with Gray once again, and so now North Lamar will be forced to punt. And now the punter's got to be careful not to step out of the back of his end zone. He had a punt earlier that did not make it back to the line of scrimmage. They don't have that option at this point. It's number 8, Jesse Troy, is set to kick. He gets the snap. James Solomon standing near the 40-yard line, makes the first man miss, makes a man miss at the 35. Solomon's on the move at the 30. And he'll be down to the 25-yard line, and for the 3rd drive in a row, Pleasant Grove Hawks will start deep inside North Lamar territory, 1 at the 29, 1 at the 26. This one from just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Hawks from there. 59.2 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and they're actually going to move this one down to the 24-yard line. So this will be the best field position for the Hawks this evening, and that's the defense just kind of wreaking havoc and keeping this thing all on the south side of this football field.
Yeah, time of possession definitely advantage, and field position has both been won by Pleasant Grove here tonight.
Jared Halter joined in the backfield with Brody Watts. This time the ball bounces on the ground. Halter picks it up, trying to do what he can to it, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, dives on it there. It'll be 2nd down and 10. And that's 3 times or something like that in this opening quarter. Jay, not really exactly sure what. I don't know if it's a new wrinkle they're trying with the running backs or something, but we've seen it a couple times with Bells and then that time with Watts. About a 5-second play clock, differential between the play clock and the game clock. This may be the last play of the first half. This one, the first quarter. This one thrown toward the end zone. Incomplete. Just out of the reach of the intended receiver, Keydred Smith. He's a that's not Smith. That's Camden Harris, the junior. I think he just got twisted up trying to get under that one and may have floated a little bit closer to the sideline than he thought. It'll stop the clock. It'll be 3rd down and 10. 16.5 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, Dallas Foster did a great job on defense there, just being able to get enough of that ball to keep Camden from bringing that one down.
Hawks spread them out now with 2 receivers to each side. Fake the handoff, throw it. Lance Jackson. Jackson is on the move. He's at the 10. Lance Jackson keeps his feet moving, dives over, in. Touchdown, Hawks. Lance Jackson says, give me the ball, I'll do it myself, and he scores from 24 yards away.
Yeah, impressive way to take the ball in. The last 15, 20 yards was all him. There is a flag on the play there.
It's in the area of a hold, so we'll see. Maybe somebody aided and abetted.
Dead ball foul, personal foul, number 4 offense. They'll take you on the kickoff.
So a dead ball personal foul. It'll be marched off on the kickoff. Or maybe they're giving the coach an option. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe something said after the play. And here we go, waiting on Yowell's 3rd kick of this opening quarter. Snap is back, kick is up, it is good. 7.6 seconds remaining in the first. Hawks lead at 21-0. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Craving Tex-Mex that tastes like home? Look no further than Tamales Mexican Kitchen. Family owned and operated since 1992, we bring Texarkana the freshest flavors this side of the border. We use only the highest quality ingredients with fresh vegetables chopped daily. Our salsa is made from scratch with steam-peeled Roma tomatoes for a taste that explodes with flavor. We don't settle for anything less than USDA All-American meats, like our signature skirt steak fajitas. Every dish is made with love, from our kitchen to your table. Make Tamales your go-to spot for Taco Tuesdays, Enchilada Wednesdays, or any day you're craving a taste of home. Tamales Mexican Kitchen. Real, fresh Tex-Mex, tastes like home.
All right, folks, welcome back here to North Lamar. 7.6 seconds remain in the first quarter. Pleasant Grove leading at 21-0. James Solomon set to kick off following the penalty on the last drive. He will be kicking from the 25-yard line. So this one will be fielded at the opposite 25, and the return man gets it up to the 35-yard line. Good coverage down the field by the Hawks. Again, Palmer Gibbs, the first man down there. He got some help that time by Henry Smith, a sophomore linebacker. North Lamar will start at their own 35-yard line, and this will be the closest they've made it to midfield all evening long. Should have one more snap before the quarter break.
Got another scoring update. The Van Vandals lead the Longview Spring Hill Panthers 10-7. And the Texas High Mavericks game is about to kick off.
Panthers want to throw. Looking across the middle. Caught. Little short pass. It'll be a 9-yard pickup. And it'll also be the end of the first quarter. Your score at the end of one, Pleasant Grove 21, North Lamar 0. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second quarter. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Textline Card House, where the stakes are high and the cards are hotter than ever. Here at Textline Card House, we deal in excitement, strategy, and unforgettable moments. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a first-timer, our tables cater to every level of skill and ambition. Join the poker revolution where every hand could be your winning hand. Get in on the action. Come see us at pokeroutlets.com for all of our updates and experience the game like never before. Textline Card House is the best little poker house in Texas.
Of breast cancer.
All right, folks, welcome back here to North Lamar as we get ready to start the second quarter. Pleasant Grove leading at 21-0. The first quarter saw a 2-yard touchdown run by Nick Bells, a 12-yard touchdown run by Roland Richie, and a 24-yard touchdown pass from Jared Halter to Lance Jackson. And, of course, 3 successful extra points by Yowell. And here we are. North Lamar does have it second down and 1 to go. They're trying to get the change reset out here.
I appreciate all those that are watching the stream tonight. If you can, show Texarkana Game Day some love by liking and subscribing on our YouTube channel as well. And share the feed that you're watching now.
So trying to get the chain set over on the other side of the field. See Coach Fincher probably talking about it there. Of course, he's been out trying to get that new baseball field ready. He's been out there checking on it every day. And we'll have that ready for those guys come the end of December.
Yeah, it's going to be another fine facility that the Hawks have to play in.
All right, now we finally got it ready. Furch hands the ball off to Hoskins. He gets it up to the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier for North Lamar.
And that'll be a first down
Hoskins to the 44-yard
for the
line.
Panthers.
And that'll be
That may be their first one, Jay. I think they got one earlier, but it was called back on penalty. That may be the first down in the stat book this evening for North Lamar.
Yeah, Buck Anderson came in from behind while the Panther was trying to tiptoe through the line. Made the stop, but not before the Panthers able to move the chains.
So they scrimmage now from the 44. Furch with the snap. A little late pitch. The ball bounces on the ground. Does bounce into the ball carrier's hands, though, and he streaks his way toward the sideline. He was trying his best to get away from Jace Elrod and then did a smart move and just stepped out of bounds before Jabry and Baltimore got there.
Yeah, very fortunate that ball ended up in the running back's hands.
Bounced straight up off that grass like it was drawn that way.
It's that home field advantage.
Second down and 5 to go now from the 49-yard line. Same formation with 2 receivers to each side. Furch wants to throw, looks right, caught, trying to get a little wide receiver screen set up, and he is met after a short gain, gets it just across midfield to the Hawk 29-yard line. Landon West comes up and says, hello, darling. It'll be third down and 4.
That'll make third down and 3 for the Panthers. That's the 49.
Looks like we do have a Panther down. Can't tell if that's number 8 or 9.
Maybe like number 9 out there, Brenton Jackson. Not sure if he's. No, I guess it is 8.
Yeah, senior wide receiver for the Panthers.
So we'll get them. Check on him out there on the football field. And it may take them just a minute. I'll tell you what, we're going to just go ahead and go to break. And if we have to come back, we will. But they're down there. No, it looks like he's going to get up. All right, we'll stay here. I'll just down there trying to decide what he wanted to do. That is Brenton Jackson making his way off. So good to see able to able to get up on his own.
And the fans, don't forget, just
So we will have 3rd down and 4. This one will be from just inside Hawk territory at the 49-yard line. I think that may be the young man that just had a run-in with Landon West. Give himself a breather over on the sideline.
And there's 3rd down and 3.
3 receivers to the left side, 1 on the right side. Hawks band getting cranked up. Birch pitches it out to the tailback, trying to make his way around the corner, Hoskins, and he has nowhere to go. Jace Elrod chasing him out of bounds and giving him a little tap on the shoulder. And he'll be behind the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and 11, and Hoskins just never had an opportunity to turn the corner, as there were several Hawks who met him at the point of attack every time he tried to look to get north and south.
Yeah, Jace Elrod, with tonight's efforts, has already exceeded 40 tackles for this season, and 13 of those solo.
4th and 11, the Panthers going for it here from midfield. Quarterback wants to throw, steps into the pocket, and it is incomplete, just sails over the head of everybody, and the ball will go over on downs, and Pleasant Grove will have it. 1st and 10. Once again inside North Lamar territory, this time from the 44-yard line.
The last few plays in a row, B.J. Rochelle's had to do a little work on getting his shoulder pads back in his jersey. They're trying to find ways to keep him contained.
Hold on to him as much as they can. Other than the first offensive drive after a kickoff, every offensive drive for the Hawks so far has started in plus territory. It's probably something Coach Darby and company on the defensive side are proud about. Tell Coach Gibson, hey, we're not going to make you work as hard to get down there to the end zone. This time Jay Rich, Jamarian Richardson on the zoom sweep, and he's on the move inside the 20. Keeps his feet moving all the way down near the 15-yard line. We saw it earlier with Richie. Now we see it with Jay Rich. And it'll be 1st and 10 Hawks as they're quickly down into the red zone at the 14.
Yeah, just good running after getting past the line of scrimmage. Able to get the ball down inside the 20 into the red zone.
Halter's going to send Jay Rich and Spencer Browning out to his left. Camden Harris to the right now, man in motion. Jay Rich again. This time the ball goes to Nick Bells, and there's a flag on the play. I think we had a couple of people moving at the same time at the start of that one. Bells picked up a couple on the play, but this one may have to back up a little bit. Yeah. Like maybe we had Lance Jackson going in one direction and Jamarian Richardson going in the other direction.
And I can see how that's not fair.
Yeah, you can't have too many people moving around. It's okay in arena ball.
That's the 19-yard line.
If we're outside, they're for sure outside. So we're going to back it up 5 yards rather. It'll be 1st down and 15. Do run a little zoom sweep again though. This time it is once again Roland Richie, and once again it is a touchdown Hawks. This one from the 19, but there is another flag on the play. This one from the North Lamar sideline. And Jay, if this is what I think it is, it will be a 100% streak for me. I have never been to a game in Lamar County where a touchdown didn't get called back by penalty. Not to say they're not legitimate. I'm just saying the stats. Oh. Well, I was wrong.
The streak stays alive.
It stays alive so far. We'll see if it changes. That one, the rare penalty on the home sideline against the home team. And so it's a touchdown. And now we wait on the Silas Yowell extra point. I think the people in the press box are protesting. They won't even put it on the scoreboard. Snap is back. Y'all's kick is up. It is good. 9:48 remaining in the first half. Hawks 28. Panthers 0. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Meet Tony Langford Roofing, your trusted name in roofing solutions. Decades of experience and top-notch service. Passionate about your home safety, we treat every roof like our own. From repairs to full installations, we've got your home covered. Upgrade your roof with our variety of styles and materials. For roofs that last long, choose Tony Langford Roofing. We've got you covered.
All right. Welcome back here to North Lamar. Jay Davis is about to take a swan dive off the top of a press box.
I'm just glad to know you're scared of bugs.
You're losing all that weight. I can pick you up now. Don't want bugs crawling on me.
And number 6, Dallas Foster.
James Solomon set to kick from the 40. High end over end kick. Bounces at the 14-yard line. Picked up by number 4. That's Kenton Gray, the return man. He's going to get it up. Let's see where we're going to mark this thing.
Kickoff return for North Lamar.
There's a lot of people walking in a bunch of directions. There we go. Now we finally got it spotted. We'll be at the 18-yard line. That's where North Lamar will take over first down and 10.
We need to find a young Hawk who's willing to run and get the kicking team.
Out there on the field?
Because poor Solomon's having to run all the way back.
Well, they got some kids over there on the sideline.
And then go play safety. If I'm North Lamar, I'm throwing at him.
I see one of those fellas every Monday afternoon. I'll talk to him on Monday. I bet we can get that lined out. Ty Furch and company now back to the line for North Lamar. They'll have 3 on the right side, 1 to the left side. He wants to throw, doesn't have anywhere to go, flushed out of the pocket. Now fires it down the field, and it is caught. Good little comeback route that time by number 10, Rashad Washington.
Is complete to number 10, Rashad Washington.
He's going to be right near the first down marker. And the head linesman over there.
And Washington picks up another Panther. First down.
He's trying to tell the guys on the chain crew, hey, I'll tell you when to move. You wait till I tell you. Bit of coaching them up on a Friday night, Jay.
Well, we've had a couple of chain crews that moved without being told. And
well, that's, sometimes it happens. Furch wants to throw. This one sails over the head of his intended target. Trying once again to connect with Keaton Gray.
Intended for number 4, Keaton Gray, is incomplete.
He was covered by 2 Hawks. Probably better for him that thing bounced in the air. And he had a little extra push after that play. Now you can see the linesman over here on the home side saying, hey, we're not going to have any of that.
Yeah, I think next time probably the flag will come out.
Second down and 10. 2 receivers in tight on the right side, 2 on the left side. Furch rolls to his left, wanting to throw out of the backfield. Caught by Gray. Ball's incomplete. Bounces out of his hands as Nick Bells gets there right about the same time the ball does to dislodge that intended pass.
Nick Bells breaks up the play.
And I think Nick probably was a little nice on that one as well.
Yeah, he probably pulled up a little bit. And that'll be third down and 10. Bell's giving up about 4 inches out here. They're going to spread them out down 2 receivers to each side. Hoskins, the tailback. They fake the handoff to him, and they're trying to read option, and the Hawks read it the entire way. And Brody Watts inserts himself into the situation and brings ball carrier down in the backfield. Hawks had that one covered 2 ways. The tailback and the quarterback were both tackled. Brody's going to get credit with it because he tackled the ball carrier. And they'll be behind the sticks, 4th down, and the Panthers will once again be in punting formation. This drive started at their 18-yard line. They picked up a first. The Hawk defense quickly shutting it down. barely get this one off. High spiraling punt. James Solomon fields it at the 37-yard line. He's looking for some room around the right side, and there's 2 flags that come in. They get down the field. Solomon does get it across midfield, down inside the 40, near the 37. There are a couple of penalty flags.
If we could see this replay, I'd like to see that.
Yeah. Not sure what they're going to
I'm going to have to go back and watch that one tonight. I'm not sure if
YouTube. Caleb Coleman says no.
That was Jaden Scales. I think that was a legitimate hit.
Yeah, we'll see what the call is.
Standard return, blocking the back, receiving team. 10 yards from the spot, first down.
And so they'll say blocking the back, it will be marched off from there, and so it'll set the Hawks up inside the 35 at the 34. And so that's where we'll have it. So the return would have had Pleasant Grove back in positive territory. Instead, the penalty will back it up to the 34, and it'll be 1st and 10 Pleasant Grove. Two receivers split to each side now for Jared Halter. Fakes the zoom sweep. Firing down the field, trying to connect to Spencer Browning, incomplete. And they're going to have a pass interference. The defender never turned around to see that one. Browning had a step on his guy. Dad, watching from home, said it was indeed a block in the back. He watched it on YouTube, so.
I'm not listening to him.
15 yards including five.
This one will be pass interference, though, as you saw the defender never turn around. Again, Spencer Browning had a chance there. Maybe a little bit more air under that ball from Halter, but
I am biased.
You'd also probably get, hey, you know, you got to be. Got to be. And so now it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawks up at the 48-yard line. So,
great thing about the Halloween season is you can buy big bags of roaches.
That's fine. Keep it up. Two receivers to each side. Man in motion. Oh, man, looks like probably got, I think our receiver on the bottom side here maybe got moving just a little bit quickly. If you wonder what Jay's talking about, up here in our fresh air press box, we've got some bugs trying to join us. We're right under the light pole. For some reason, they think that I want them inside my personal space, and I'm not a big fan of them.
What's that halo that you have around you? That they're
It's either that or the stench from whatever fecal situation is happening to my right. 2 to the right side, 2 to the left side for Jared Halter. Fakes the zoom sweep, rolls to his right, wanting to throw, makes that guy miss. Nope, can't get away. Halter will be sacked in the backfield. Back at the 37-yard line.
Case Evans there with the sack on Halter.
A loss of 6 yards on the play. It's 2nd down and 21 at the 37-yard line.
2nd down and 21. Two receivers split to each side. The Hawks quickly back to the line, and Halter again wants to throw, firing, caught. Landon West coming up from that H-back position, gets it back inside the original sticks across midfield down to the 45-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 3, and there's a man once again down for the Panthers.
Yeah, West has shown that he's got some hands.
Yeah, we've seen him catch several of those, from that H-back position there. Of course, he's the first baseman there on the baseball team. So he does have some good hands. That time, a few extra yards after the catch as well. And man down out on the field for North Lamar. A little breather. every time I get ready to take a break, then they decide they're going to get up. So let's see. Yep, there it goes.
Number 18, Ryder Stout.
It's always good to see him get up, though.
Always good to see him get up. He is getting a little bit of help as he comes off the field. That's Ryder Stout. He kind of came on a blitz, and I think the tailback from over on the left side picked him up and kind of gave him a shot. He was a little bit banged up after that. So it's third down for the Hawks, 3rd down and 3 inside North Lamar territory at the 45-yard line. 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Hawks up by 4 scores, 28-0. Halter with Brody Watts next to him. Watts gets the carry, has the first down. Brody Watts into the second level down inside the 35-yard line, finishes strong, runs over the tackler, and the Hawks are quickly back to the line.
Yeah, Adrian Nichols there for the stop, but definitely got the best of Brody Watts there. He laid some wood on it.
Watts again gashing them in the middle. Oh. And he's going to have a first down inside the 20 near the 18-yard line. 2 first down carries in a row for Watts, and the Hawks back with tempo again. Fake to Watts this time, trying to connect with Spencer Browning. Caught, touchdown Hawks! Spencer Browning gets behind the defender, and that time Jared Halter put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, great throw and catch. Spencer Browning able to get behind the receiver for another touchdown for the Pleasant Grove Hawks.
Set them up with 2 big runs from Watts. They fake it that time. And Spencer Browning just had a few steps on the receiver, on the defender. Jared Halter put it right there between the 1 and the 9. Waiting on Yowell's extra point. Kick is up. It is good. 6 minutes and 28 seconds remain in the first half. Hawks lead it 35-0 as the cheerleaders are going to get themselves dizzy. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawks football on Texarkana Game Day.
Diamond Bank walks with its customers through every step of life, side by side. From the first checking account in high school to the first home or business loan, Diamond Bank is committed to helping you with all of your financial needs. Diamond Bank's growth is the result of the growth of our customers, and we want to help you feel that same growth. We are proud to have the ability to give back to our local school districts, community organizations, veterans, customers, and more in a multitude of ways. Come discover the Diamond Bank difference with local people making local decisions for our local community. Stop by our current location in Texarkana at 5714 Richmond Road or visit us online at www.diamond.bank to see our products and services. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
All right, folks, welcome back to North Lamar. The Hawks set to kick off once again. Bobbled just a little bit there by Kenton Gray. He's able to recover it. He knocked out of bounds near the 15-yard line. So that's where the Hawks will take over. Actually, that's where the Panthers will take over. 1st and 10. Hawks extending their lead with a touchdown pass from Jared Halter to Spencer Browning. How far was that pass?
It was 18 or 19 yards.
We'll say 19. How about that?
Perfect.
Give them an extra yard. So North Lamar at their own 16-yard line. They have 6:22 to work with. This Hawk defense so far has been suffocating. The Panthers got a couple of yards across midfield on the last drive. But beyond that, not much doing for the boys in blue. Kai Furch from the shotgun, pulls down the high snap, hands it to Hotchkiss. He looks to get to the right, and he is not going to have anywhere to go. Jabry in Baltimore meets him at the point of attack. It'll be a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11.
Jackson Hoskins on the carry for North Lamar.
Yeah, North Lamar just need to try to string together a few positive plays in a row just to try to create some sort of consistency out there for them.
They have 2nd down and 11 at the 15-yard line.
2nd 11, 3 to the right side, 1 to the left side as they're backed up to the 15. Kai wants to throw, across the middle, incomplete. Sails over the head of his intended receiver. He was trying to get it to Hoskins out of the backfield. Trying to see if they could get something set up there.
Intended for Jackson Hoskins.
And Lamar had a few linemen down the field on that play as well.
At the 15.
And so it'll be 3rd down and 11 now. Reminder, we will bring you halftime from here in North Lamar. Pleasant Grove will perform first since we are the visitors, so make sure you stay tuned for that. 3 to the right side, 1 to the left side as they empty the backfield. Kai wants to throw, incomplete, tries to get to Hoskins, and I don't know if you heard footsteps or what he heard, Jay, but he was unable to see that one in, and now it'll be 4th down, and they'll be forced to punt. 5:32 remaining in the first half.
And he would have had probably 7 or 8 yards there before the Hawks would have tackled him. But, yeah, you would think that Chase Elrod's footsteps and then maybe that little tap earlier in the game caused him to sort of have to think about that.
It had something to do with that. Jay, the only thing about halftime is I got to go down there and announce it, which means I got to go down that ladder again.
We'll video that part of the crowd as well.
Yeah, that would be less than optimal for your viewing pleasure. This punt will be down just across midfield at the 48-yard line. And so Pleasant Grove
And the punt from Boston is down at the 48-yard line.
will have it at the 48. And we will have 5 minutes and 21 seconds to work with here in this first half. Has been all Pleasant Grove, done it a variety of ways. Touchdown runs by Nick Bells, Roland Richie 2 times. And then touchdown receptions by Lance Jackson and Spencer Browning.
And looks like we're going to have a quarterback change here.
Walker Wright coming in for the Hawks. 2 on the right side, 1 to the left side. Wright, a left-handed quarterback. Going to hand this one off to Nick Bells. Bells picks up 5 yards on the play. Gets it across midfield to the 46.5-yard
Nick
line.
Bells, the ball carrier for Pleasant Grove.
Be 2nd down and 5. 2 to the right side, 1 to the left side for Walker Wright. Fakes to Bells, wants to throw, fires, caught. This one complete to number 14, Landon Fincher. So Fincher, the sophomore,
Number 14, Landon Fincher.
will pick up the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 Hawks at the 40.
That's his 2nd reception of the season.
Yep.
Good to see him getting some time in as a sophomore.
Big old tall kid, that's for sure.
Ball at the 40-yard line.
2 on the right side, 1 to the left side. Landon West in at the H-back. They hand the ball to Nick Bells. Bells diving across the line of scrimmage into the heart of the defense. He'll come out for a breather now, but he picks up 5 yards on the play. Maybe 4. 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there was an exact hole there or not, but Nick Bell's making himself small. And Case Evans coming up for the Panthers to make that stop.
Brody Watts coming in now at the tailback position as the clock rolls inside of 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 receivers split to each side for Walker Wright. He looks to his left to throw, firing down the field, has a man, caught. Good job that time. Roland Richie comes back for it, jumps up, puts himself in position, and I tell you, he just blocked Brenton Jackson out. Made it where he was the only person with a chance on the ball. Roland Richie's done it with his feet, and that time catches the pass for the first down to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10, as we'll be inside of 3 minutes now when this one is snapped. 2 receivers right side, 1 left. Brody Watts is the tailback. He's going to get the carry. Brody Watts looking for some room in the middle. I tell you, he had a lot of green grass in front of him. I think one of those defensive linemen just got a big paw on that foot. Brody Watts was probably salivating a little bit when he looked up because there was a lot of green grass between him and that pole in the middle of the end zone, and one of their defensive linemen made what may have been a touchdown-saving shoestring tackle.
Yeah, Brody definitely had some wide eyes on that run.
Walker right, fakes
Wide
the handoff,
open.
rolling to his left, fires, tipped, incomplete. And yeah, he may want to see that one back on film, Jay.
Yeah, Fincher was wide open right on the goal line. The Panthers was probably 7 yards deep into the end zone.
But it'll be an incomplete pass, and it will be 3rd down and 6. Wright has them split 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. That's Spencer Browning. No, excuse me, that's Fincher. Hand the ball off to Nick Bells. Nick Bells has some room in the middle, cuts it in. Touchdown, Hawks. Nick Bells from 17 yards away.
Off the carry for the Hawks.
Yeah, his second score of the evening, both of them rushing touchdowns, getting Nick Bells on the scoreboard. Basically able to score at will -1 series for Pleasant Grove tonight.
So now we wait on the extra point from Yao. Snap is back. Kick is up. It is good. 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the first half. Hawks 42, Panthers 0. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Start your day with seamless transactions. Add your State Bank card to your device's digital wallet and enjoy the convenience of tap-and-go payments. Easy, secure, and thankfully at your fingertips. Simplify your day with State Bank's digital wallet. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
All right, welcome back after the Nick Bells 17-yard touchdown run. The Hawks once again set to kick off. James Solomon sends this one deep. The 8-yard line will be a fair catch there. So this one will go out to the 25-yard line as Kenton Gray says he is no longer interested in trying to get a return against this Hawk special teams unit. You see Coach Darby there on your screen coaching up the defense. He sends those guys back out there on the field. Palmer Gibbs is out there playing linebacker. Everything else, everybody else is probably some of the starters. Camden Harris is out at cornerback. Panthers send 2 to the left side, 1 to the right side, handoff to the tailback Hotchkiss, and he is not going to get much. And Palmer Gibbs comes in, the sophomore, quickly involved, making a tackle after a short gain. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, score of interest, Texas High leading the Marshall Mavericks 14-7. And Carthage leads the Center Rough Riders 14-7. Vandals still leading their game 17-13 over the Spring Hill Panthers.
2 receivers right side, 1 receiver left side. Whoop, take the handoff, a little bit of confusion there, went to the wrong side. Still they turn it into a positive play. It'll be 3rd down and 1 to go after the connection from Perch to Troy.
Yeah, Jaden Scales there on the coverage, forcing him out of bounds just short of the line of game.
So it'll be 3rd down and 2. Clock is stopped at 1:32 remaining in the first half. 2 receivers right side, 1 receiver left side. And the tailback is going to be brought down in the backfield, and big number 36, B.J. Rochelle, is going to make the tackle, and the Hawks are going to call a timeout to stop the clock, I think. Rochelle probably feels vindicated getting that tackle. He's had his jersey pulled and tugged and twisted all night long, and that time he's able to
Taken on the field by Pleasant Grove.
Get there to the ball carrier. Pleasant Grove will take their first timeout with 1:23 remaining. Try to reserve a little bit of time on this first half clock.
We'll take some time to thank all of our many sponsors that allow us to bring this streaming program to those that are watching now and for those that come back and watch it later. I know I tend to do that to the Texas High and Liberty Island feeds. Yep. And definitely a fun thing to be able to go back to, but we could not do this without all the many sponsors that we have.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it is always great to get to go back and watch the other teams. You really kind of get a sense of what's going on with Texarkana area football.
And to see if it was a block on the back.
And see if it was a block. I'll wait for your post tomorrow. 3 receivers to the right side. Oh, now we're going to come back in the punt formation. I don't know what we were doing there, so we're trying something funky. And they still may be. Oh, going for a fake. And it is incomplete. Not a terrible try. He had a man open. They're trying to connect to Connor Brasso.
Is intended for number 1, Connor Brasso, is incomplete.
It was incomplete, and so the Hawks will have it 1st and 10 at the North Lamar 30. And so once again starting inside Panther territory.
Looks like Jaden Withard's going to get some time on the line behind Jackson. I think he may be the second tallest guy on the team. Sophomore.
So Jared Halter back in at quarterback. He fakes the handoff to Brody Watts, wants to throw. This time it's caught by Roland Richie. He'll be tackled after a gain of about 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Jamarian Richardson coming in. So we got Richie coming out, Jay Rich coming in.
Makes the tackle for North Lamar.
Yeah, Keelan Gray making that tackle there.
At the 27-yard line.
Jay Rich on the zoom sweep trying to come left, cuts it up the field. Jay Rich inside the 15, brought down near the 10. Stop the clock temporarily at 46 seconds while they reset the chains.
And Halter going to get the play himself.
The Hawks have it at the Panther 12. Halter brings him up to talk as the clock will be at 30 seconds as we break the huddle. 2 to the right side, 1 to the left side. Ball bobbles a little bit, and Halter's going to be brought down in the backfield. Case Evans is going to get the sack. And the ball bobbed around a little bit. The Hawks are going to take a timeout with 19 seconds left.
They have a timeout taken on the field.
Yeah, I'm
maybe just a little bit of a high snap there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm probably going to like maybe 1 or 2 throws to the corners to either Spencer Browning or Camden Harris.
Yeah, I'd like to see something, see if we can try a little high point jump ball to Cam in the corner.
Or seam to Jackson. I think he's got a few options.
Yep, we got. Or just run it in. It may have all been intentional. He may have backed it up because he wanted an 18-yard touchdown.
It seems to be, I think we've got 4 that are 18 or more yards tonight. So as far as scores go.
So we'll see what the Hawks do coming out of this. Again, 19 seconds left. Reminder, we will bring you halftime here live, starting with the Pleasant Grove Showstoppers, the Pleasant Grove Band in North Lamar. North Lamar always has a great band. If you want to check them out, they are routinely one of the top bands in the area, along with Pleasant Grove. Last year they finished number 9 at state competition, so a couple of good bands out here tonight. Halter and company back on the field. Jarrett rolls to his left. He wants to throw. Firing toward the end zone. Jump ball. Incomplete. Camden Harris jumped up and got it. That's what we wanted, Jay. He was just about 2 yards out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete. Clock stopped with 10.2 seconds left. And it'll be 3rd and 16 from the 17.
And Lance Jackson does come in for this play. Probably 2 plays left in this quarter would be my guess.
So you got Roland Richie, you got Lance Jackson, you got Spencer Browning. Browning over on the left side by himself. Richie and Harris on the right side. Lance Jackson, the H-back, and they're just going to hand this one off. It'll be a timeout, so I think we're just trying to see. Maybe if we could get something in the middle, and that one was read well. I think maybe North Lamar was expecting the pass, and the Hawks are going to run it instead, and so Hawks will take a timeout. 6.6 seconds remaining. Not really sure what sort of gamesmanship we got going on out here, or what kind of love loss maybe. Maybe a combination of the two. Maybe Coach Gibson heard they had me up here fighting these bugs off, and he's trying to
get you home sooner?
Yeah, maybe that, or just, no, he ain't getting me home sooner and keeps calling timeouts.
I like it. Keep going, Coach.
I'm going to leave you up here with the bugs. You and Caleb, who wouldn't give us a replay on that controversial call. I'm going to leave y'all with it.
Well, now that I may be wrong, I'm sort of glad maybe we didn't show it.
6.6 seconds left in the first half. Hawks lead at 42-0. Here we are on 4th down and 15 to go from the 16. Halter wants to throw, firing toward the end zone, has a man, incomplete. Trying to connect with Roland Richie, and now there'll be 1.3 seconds left. And so North Lamar will have a chance to do something, I'm going to guess. They hand it off and take this thing to halftime, Jay, but we'll see. They may try to throw it down the field. We have seen them stretch it a couple of times.
And fans, don't forget, during tonight's halftime, be sure to make your way out and see our friends at Put Ice here in Automatic Stadium tonight. Don't forget a portion of every purchase during tonight's game will come right back to your North Lamar Athletic Booster Club. Support North Lamar Panther Athletics.
North Lamar from the 17-yard line. 2 receivers to each side. Hawks with the deepest defender all the way at midfield. Kai wants to throw, gets it out to the receiver. And he is going to lose about 3 yards on the play, and that's the way the first half is going to end. Your score at the half, Pleasant Grove 42, North Lamar 0. We'll take a break. We'll come back for halftime. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, or maybe a new or pre-owned boat or RV, care for a car wash, had a fender bender, or you need service on your vehicle, boat, or RV, we have it all when you let us exceed your expectations at Greg Orr Auto, Marine, and RV in Shreveport, Texarkana, and Ashdown. Shop hassle-free and always be treated like family while choosing from our sensational selection. In Shreveport, visit Orr Acura, or BMW, or Cadillac, or Infiniti, and the Greg Orr Pre-Owned Supercenter. In Texarkana, Mercedes-Benz of Texarkana, Classic Buick GMC, Classic Cadillac, Classic Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Classic Kia, Classic Mazda, Classic Pre-Owned, The Classic Car Wash, Greg Orr Marine and RV, Greg Orr Collision, and Classic Chevrolet in Ashdown. Or visit GregOrAuto.com.
My name is Doug Willett. I own M&M Tire and Auto Center. We've been here for over 40 years. We're just a mom and pop place. We service any type of vehicle that you can think of. We do front end alignments. We've got the best front end alignment machine guys here. And we also do AC work for the new Freon, which is the 1234 FY. We do that too. Plus tires. Now that's the major thing. Cooper Tire employees, we're really special with them. We give you 15% off, plus also you get your Goodyear employee refunds back on your tires, which is great for you. Extra value is what you get when you buy from Doug Willett. Don't worry, my guys will take care of you too.
Showstoppers. Your 2024-2025 Showstopper officers are Junior Lieutenant Sophie Douglas, Junior Lieutenant Taylor Harding Black, and Senior Captain Amy Womack. The Showstoppers have a dazzling cumulative 3.86 GPA and are under the direction of Jessica Bolton. Tonight, they perform their traditional field kick routine, Bonanza. Go Showstoppers! The Pleasant Grove Independent School District proudly presents for your continuing halftime entertainment the award-winning Pleasant Grove High School Band. The Pleasant Grove Band is led on the field by drum majors senior Deanna Dyer and junior Ian Venable. Color guard captain is junior Auburn Franklin.
Tonight, the band will be performing their 2024 competition show, Nostalgic.
under the direction of Jay Sutton, assisted by Devin Sykes, Jody Digby, Anna Sutton, Kevin Sutton, Tia Davenport, Don Colquitt, Austin Head, and Kevin Porterfield. Soprano saxophone soloist in tonight's performance is sophomore Gabriel Alaman. Flute trio is Emily Hobbs, Addison Fry, and Addison Kinney. Trombone quartet is Luke Williams, Owen Process, Jackson Teague, and Starlet Bailey. This week's section of the week is the saxophones. Veterans of the week are Jared Thrash and Luke Williams. And new members of the week are Gunnar Hensel and Sophie Wyatt. We would like to thank the Pleasant Grove Booster Club, School Board, and Administration for their continued support of our program. Thanks also to our corporate sponsors, Red River Beef, Garrett Sporting Goods, Red River Credit Union, Renew Medical Spa, Ledwell, Luke's Eatery, or Honda, or Hyundai, or Chevrolet, Livingston Trucking, Hughes Store, Mike Rogers Construction, Pace & Sons Overhead Doors, Nevermore Tattoo Studio, Dots Reynolds and Sales, Texarkana T-Shirt and Quilt, Bubba Green Towing, Browning Homes, and Premier Outdoor Equipment. Go Hawks!
Ladies and gentlemen, entering the field, please welcome your award-winning North Lamar Panther Band in the Blue Diamond. Congratulations, Panther Bandsman of the Week, Kennedy Smith and Will Trenchard. Guardsman of the Week, Angel Nunez. Leadership Member of the Week, Allie Brown. Section of the Week, the Trumpets. We hope you enjoyed the Panther Band's 2024 contest show entitled El Toreador. Music selections include Concerto de Arenas by Joaquin Rodrigo, Pepita Grias by Pascal Perez Chovy, Oblivion by Astor Piazzolla, Spain by Chick Corea, and Maguina by Ernesto Lecuona. Featured performers, color guard, Liliana Oviedo and Arden Smith. English horn, Albany Miller. Flute, Sidney Garrett, Jocelyn Workman, and Natalie Wynn. Guitar, Peyton Copeland. Trumpet, Dacia Cahill. Flugelhorn, Angelina Harbuck. Ladies and gentlemen.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Tired of the annual hassle of hanging holiday lights? Or the recurring cost of paying someone else to do it? Forget those struggles and invest in the convenience and year-round beauty of Gemstone Lights. Permanent architectural and holiday lighting that you control. With Gemstone Lights, access over 1,000 pre-built patterns for festivities throughout the year. Easily alter them through our user-friendly app. When not in season, Gemstone Lights serve as stunning permanent architectural lighting, bringing a continual majestic touch to your home. Experience the magic of Gemstone Lights today. Available through Livewire Electrical Services, Texarkana's authorized Gemstone Lights dealer.
Meet Tony Langford Roofing, your trusted name in roofing solutions. Decades of experience and top-notch service. Passionate about your home safety, we treat every roof like our own. From repairs to full installations, we've got your home covered. Upgrade your roof with our variety of styles and materials. For roofs that last long, choose Tony Langford Roofing. We've got you covered.
All right, folks, welcome back here to North Lamar. I do want to talk about a special offer we have for all of our Texarkana Game Day viewers. If you will mention Texarkana Game Day at M&M Tire and Auto Center, located right there at 720 North State Line Avenue, you will get 10% off your tire or auto service needs just for mentioning Texarkana Game Day. Thank you to M&M Tire and Auto Center for your support of Game Day, helping us bring you these games each and every week free of charge. Again, mention Texarkana Game Day next time you're in there for 10% off your purchase.
Doug and his team put the brakes on my truck and talked me into going in with the ones that are lifetime warranty. So I've had zero issues with my brakes, and need to go in there soon to get me some tires. I'm going to mention Texarkana Game Day.
Hey, get you that 10% off on the tires for sure.
As also a Steelers fan, I think I should get another 10% off. But, you know,
you're a Steelers fan?
Yeah, I grew up as a Steelers fan. I'm strange. I'd like to see the Cowboys and the Steelers in the Super Bowl. So, you know.
Of the stadium.
So many things are beginning to make sense, Jay Davis. So many things. Used to work with a guy to say sometimes I wonder about that boy and sometimes I'm sure of it. So here we go.
Well, I think my grandmother wanted to tick my grandfather off, and she bought me Pittsburgh stuff back when Terry Bradshaw and everybody was having their heyday.
Oh yeah, well,
I think that
Grandma might have just had a thing for Terry Bradshaw,
possibly, or Franco.
You know. All right, the Hawks will kick off to start the second half here. James Solomon with the ball teed up. Pleasant Grove leading it 42-0. Completely dominating the first half, and this thing is going to send the ball carrier all the way over to the 10. Man, it's one of those that His coaches are telling him, hey, you let that thing go out of bounds and it's a penalty.
On the kickoff reception for the Panthers.
Yeah, field position has definitely not been in North Lamar's favor tonight.
Will start first down and 10.
So the fair catch inside the 25, though, will bring it back out to the 25, and so North Lamar will have it from there. And you talked about that, Jay. They have started at the 25, the 28, the 1, the 35, the 18, the 15, the 17, and now the 25 once again. 2 receivers split to each side for Furch. And he's just going to pull it down, and he'll be knocked out of bounds behind the sticks. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play.
Yeah, Landon West does a good job coming out of coverage once he saw the quarterback tuck and able to get the first play of the half as a no gain.
Yeah, they're going to give him credit back to the original line of scrimmage. There you see Jarrett Halter trying to get warmed up over on the sideline. Probably expect to see both him and Walker Wright here in this second half. Empty backfield now for Furch, and what an incredible play that time by Landon West. That's 2 in a row. This time he will get credit with a tackle behind the line of scrimmage as he closed quickly on the receiver. It'll be 3rd down and 11.
Landon West showing his burst of speed, driving that Panther into the ground.
2 receivers split to each side. Quarterback tries to pull it down and run, and he is going to get nowhere. Just runs into a wall. Big B.J. Rochelle, the first man there. Landon West helping out with it as well. I don't know what kind of hole Kai Furch thought he saw, but it was quickly clogged up by big number 36. And it'll be 4th down and 14, and this offensive possession for the Panthers will be over just about as soon as it started.
Yeah, just barely over a minute into this 3rd quarter, and punt team is on the field.
So a play for no gain and a couple of negative ones. This time, Hawks get a hand on the ball, and this punt's going to go out of bounds near the 20, and so Pleasant Grove will once again be inside North Lamar territory, rather, at the plus 21. And we were talking about North Lamar field possession in the first half. Pleasant Grove, we started at our own 25. Then we had it on the plus 29, plus 26, plus 24, plus 44, back at our own 34-yard line. At the 48-yard line, at the plus 30, and now at the plus 21. And so Pleasant Grove has spent most of the night on the North Lamar side of the football field. And Walker Wright is coming out as quarterback. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left side. He hands the ball off to Brody Watts. Watts gets all the way up into the 2nd level. Good run by Brody Watts. He'll have enough for the first down, gets it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And it's quickly 1st and goal for the Hawks here after 1 play in the second half.
Brody Watts, the ball carrier.
Yeah, Brody Watts just blistering through the line and able to get a couple extra yards after the first time he was contacted.
Brody's not a big guy, but he runs heavy to me, if that makes sense, Jay. Once he gets there, he kind of brings a pop with him, and you're not just going to be able to reach out with some arms and bring him down. You got to hang on, or otherwise he's going to take you for a little bit of a ride.
Yeah, he's all muscle.
Walker Wright brings them back to the line. Handoff goes to Watts again with a hole in the middle. Wrapped up around the waist by number 5, Adrian Nichols. Gets it down inside the 5 at the 3.5 or so. It'll be 2nd down and goal from there.
Yeah, a little touchdown saving tackle there by Mr. Nichols. Pleasant Grove going to have at least a few more times to try to get it in.
Clock will roll inside of 9 minutes as this one gets ready for the snap. 1 receiver out wide to the left side by himself is Landon Fincher. Camden Harris and James Solomon will be on the right. There's a little bit of a high snap. They pull it down. He gets it to Watts. That one, the timing was probably a little bit funky, as Walker Wright had to contend with a little bit of a high snap, and so it'll be Third down and goal from the 2.
Yeah, what hole was there evaporated quickly with that snap being on the high side. And wouldn't surprise me if we get that same call again.
Had a pretty
the 1 yard line.
decent success with that run right up the gut so far here, or may pull it out and see if Walker Wright can beat somebody to the corner. Looking for the call on third down. Hand it to Watts again. Keeps his feet driving, gets back to the line of scrimmage, but he will not be able to get in. Good stand that time by the Panthers, and it'll be 4th and goal.
Yeah, you could tell Brody wanted that one bad, but just not able to find a hole. Panthers do a good job there of filling in the gaps.
So it'll be 4th and goal now for the Hawks from the 2. Hand off to Watts again. This time he goes left and he's in. Touchdown, Pleasant Grove, Brody Watts. So they run it up the middle, up the middle, up the middle. That time he bounces it out to the left side. Nobody is there, and from 2 yards away, Brody Watts extends this score for the Hawks.
Yeah, we were asked a little bit earlier towards the end of the second quarter if there was a mercy rule. And there's not, but we may see a rolling clock here getting into the 4th quarter.
Waiting for the extra point from Yowell. Snap is back. Kick is up. It is good. 7 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the third. Hawks 49, Panthers 0. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Craving Tex-Mex that tastes like home? Look no further than Tamales Mexican Kitchen. Family owned and operated since 1992, we bring Texarkana the freshest flavors this side of the border. We use only the highest quality ingredients with fresh vegetables chopped daily. Our salsa is made from scratch with steam-peeled Roma tomatoes for a taste that explodes with flavor. We don't settle for anything less than USDA All-American meats, like our signature skirt steak fajitas. Every dish is made with love, from our kitchen to your table. Make Tamales your go-to spot for Taco Tuesdays, Enchilada Wednesdays, or any day you're craving a taste of home. Tamales Mexican Kitchen. Real, fresh Tex-Mex, tastes like home.
As soon as it kicks over. Welcome back to North Lamar. Hawks once again set to kick off, and it's a different kicker out here. This is Jackson Crow. High end over end kick, fair catch at the 20-yard line by number 11, Kai Furch, the quarterback. And so North Lamar will once again have it at their own 25-yard line. Show you a replay of that last touchdown run. There you see Watts bounce it out to the left side, spins off of a tackler and then in. Good play design there, and a good job by Brody Watts to lower that shoulder and keep his feet under him and get in for the score. The Panthers now send 2 receivers to each side, single back in the backfield with Furch. And they have a flag on the play. The receiver on this left side tried to get a head start. And we're going to back it up 5 yards and try it again. We're going to go out here and talk about it for 10 minutes first, and then we're going to back it up 5 yards and try it again maybe.
Step off, off start, offense, 5 yards, made third down.
That was a long time for. And I don't see everything up here, Jay, but the wide receiver on the left side took off sprinting down the field, was about 8 yards down the field before the whistle blew.
He was eager.
And that's fine. I just don't know why it took 8 minutes to decide what we were doing. 1st and 15, quarterback throws out to the left, incomplete, and boy, he takes a shot, B.J. Rochelle, right in the quarterback's face as he tries to get that pass off, and he sails it over the head of the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down. and 10 to go. And we do see the clock continuing to roll on the incomplete pass.
Yeah, B.J. Rochelle threw there quickly, and he's already got 15 QB pressures and adds another one to that stat line for the year.
Empty backfield with 3 to the right side and 2 to the left. Furch is going to pull it down. Looks for some room in the middle. Has a little bit. Tries to turn the corner. He's going to step out of bounds over on the left. Several Hawks in pursuit. Kedrick Smith, the first man there. Furch got back nearly to the original line of scrimmage. Might be half a yard behind the sticks. It'll be 3rd down. Two receivers to the right side, one receiver to the left side.
At the 24-yard line.
Furch looks to his right, fires, tipped, caught by his own guy. Hawks cover in on it though, so the ball bounces off of the intended receiver. And number 10, Rashad Washington, is there to pull it down. It'll be about 4th down and 8. It's not the way you draw it up.
No, it's a positive play, though.
Off the face mask and back. Heard of a hook and ladder. I don't know what you would call that one.
A little unconventional.
Unconventional. That's a way to say it. Waiting on the punt now from the Panthers. I can't see who that is back for the Hawks standing near our own 40. It is not James Solomon. High spiraling kick, and it is Nick Bells, and Bells calls for the fair catch. And so the Hawks will have it
Is fair caught at the 38-yard line.
At our own 40-yard line. So Pleasant Grove starting in our own territory for the first time in a few drives.
Yeah, it looks like we may have quite a few new names coming onto the field.
Yeah, we'll try to keep track of who's there. Now, I told Coach Gibson when this started I wanted to be out of here at 9:23. He's got 18 minutes. See what he can do.
We've got 15 minutes of clock left.
It'll have to be no scoring, isn't it?
So, if Lamar calls a timeout, you're going to be a little upset.
I'll have to talk crazy to him. All right, so the Hawks are making their way out here on the field, and you do see some guys out there. Jaden Mathis up at the line. Jackson Patterson, sophomore.
Yeah, Marcus Floyd's going to get a little time at running back. He's already got 40 yards rushing, averaging a little over 5.5 yards a carry.
Colton Librand out there. Of course, Walker Wright is the quarterback. Jace Elrod on the carry now. Jace Elrod, little zoom sweep, and Elrod gets some room around the right side, and Jace Elrod is on the move inside Panther territory, and he's going to make it all the way down inside the 30. Jace Elrod showing off the wheels. Plays some incredible defense. We call his name out there a bunch. He does a great job of keeping up with receivers. That time shows off some wheels on his own and gets this thing down inside the 40, near the 36, inside the 20, near the 26.
He had a big brother that did some success with that little play right there. So good to see little brother can show up big brother for a game or two.
Get out there and do something. So it'll be 1st down and 10. Now the play clock's not even running. 2 receivers to the right side, 1 receiver to the left side. And this time Marcus Floyd gets the carry. We talked about him, the sophomore.
Marcus Floyd
out there, brought down by Adrian Nichols. Pickup of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7 as we roll inside of 1 minute remaining in the 3rd.
Yeah, Adrian Nichols coming in there to make that stop. Floyd looked like he was going to have a little room should he be able to break away from Nichols.
Walker Wright bringing in the play from the sideline. here on 2nd down and 7. A little bit of a high snap, pulls it down. Man, had a couple of those, but good run, good recovery that time by Floyd. Boy, Marcus Floyd kind of bobbled the ball for a second, did a good job to stay focused on it while he was getting through the hole. Showed a good burst of speed once he lowered his shoulder toward the end zone. And the third quarter is going to expire. That's the way the third quarter ends. Your score after 3, Hawks 49, Panthers 0. We'll take a break and come back for the finale. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Texline Card House, where the stakes are high and the cards are hotter than ever. Here at Texline Card House, we deal in excitement, strategy, and unforgettable moments. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a first-timer, our tables cater to every level of skill and ambition. Join the poker revolution where every hand could be your winning hand. Get in on the action. Come see us at pokeratlas.com for all of our updates and experience the game like never before. Texline Card House is the best little poker house in Texas.
All right, Hawk fans, welcome back for the fourth quarter. Do want to remind you, head down to M&M Tire, look for Doug Ouellette and Company. Mention Texarkana Game Day, and you'll get 10% off of whatever you need on your car and truck, be it tires, brakes like Jay talked about. I think they work on everything maybe. So stop by and check them out. Let them know that you appreciate their support of Texarkana Game Day. You appreciate them along with all of our sponsors helping bring this to you free of charge each and every week, wherever you're watching us from, be it Facebook, YouTube, whether you're watching it live with us here on Friday night or watching the replay. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Let them know how much you appreciate them. Landon Fincher out there, Palmer Gibbs out there, lined up. We've got the Tomahawk chop going here at North Lamar. They are nothing if not optimistic when it comes to the playlist. We think of that meme, he's confused, but he's got the spirit. Two receivers out to the right side, one to the left side. Oh, we got a little bit of movement up there. Somebody got to doing more than they were supposed to. Talk about some of the other guys up there. Desmond Hutchison is out there on the line right now. Marcus Floyd at tailback. Noah Tenney is out there in the front. Seth Gunlot out at wide receiver. We've seen him get some playing time out at cornerback as well. Got an interception. Yes. In the last game.
If you have to make a phone call to mom and dad,
it's good. It's good to see these players get some time
so
they can start getting some varsity experience.
Two receivers right side, one receiver left side. Handoff goes to Palmer Gibbs, the sophomore. Gibbs, good hard run. He's going to get it down inside the 10. Be 2nd down and a long 2, and Palmer Gibbs.
Marcus Floyd, the ball carrier.
With a little spark. Was that? No, that wasn't Marcus Floyd. That was Palmer Gibbs.
Yeah, that was Palmer Gibbs.
The announcer's trying to.
Yeah, Palmer's just a sophomore.
Not that I ever make mistakes, Jay, but the announcer's got me second guessing myself.
Well, that rolling clock will do that.
And number 27, Jathan Smith.
It'll be 2nd down and 2 when the Hawks break the huddle. And we are rolling the clock, as Jay alluded to. We are inside of 10 minutes at about the 9:45 mark now. One receiver wide to each side. And the ball off to Gibbs again. Bounces right, cuts it back into the middle. Palmer Gibbs is going to have enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and goal, Hawks at the 5. Nothing super fancy, just handing it off to the tailback to see what you can get. But, Jay, this is valuable time when you're Pleasant Grove because you don't know when these guys are going to have to step up, be it in later district games, playoff games, something like that. But at worst-case scenario, you know you're going to have them in the next couple of years, get those guys some reps on Friday night. They're out there at practice. They put in the time. They put in the effort. And giving them an opportunity to show up on a Friday night under the lights will help build them into what we need them to be. Marcus Floyd in at tailback. Walker Wright moves him over to his left. A little bit of a high snap, handed off to Floyd. Floyd, near the 5, leans it in. Touchdown, Hawks. Marcus Floyd is in for the score.
Yeah, good to see a fresh face out there scoring for Pleasant Grove.
Marcus Floyd on the carry for the Hawks.
So he puts up his first score of the year. Another sophomore making an impact tonight.
And so we wait on the extra point from Silas Yowell. Was that his first? I know he had a lot of good yards.
And the extra point
Yowell's kick is up. Excuse me. And good. Easy for me to say. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Diamond Bank walks with its customers through every step of life, side by side. From the first checking account in high school to the first home or business loan, Diamond Bank is committed to helping you with all of your financial needs. Diamond Bank's growth is the result of the growth of our customers, and we want to help you feel that same growth. We are proud to have the ability to give back to our local school districts, community organizations, veterans, customers, and more in a multitude of ways. Come discover the Diamond Bank difference with local people making local decisions for our local community. Stop by our current location in Texarkana at 5714 Richmond Road or visit us online at www.diamond.bank to see our products and services. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
All right, folks, welcome back here to North Lamar. There you see the showstoppers up there. They're fired up, got the cowbells going as deep in the heart of Texas plays over the sound system. Jackson Crow set to kick off for the Hawks high. Booming end-over-end kick sends the return man back to the 15-yard line. He's going to try to get a return on this time. That is the quarterback, Kai Furch. He's going to get it up to the 30-yard line. And so that's where North Lamar will have it first and 10. Just over 6.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. The Hawks lead it 56-0. Marcus Floyd with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Well, I shared a little bit earlier as we started this stream that North Lamar Panthers have only scored 6 points in the last 4 games, and the defense is looking at trying to hold them to another goose egg. And this would be 56-0 should it end this way.
2 receivers split to each side. Handoff goes to Hoskins. Hoskins is going to be met in the backfield. That's number 8, Terrell Patton, back there, as well as Jamarian Richardson.
Landry Gibbs back there quick, forcing him to take it more outside than he wanted to, and gang of Hawks join in to create another tackle for loss, another negative play for the Panthers tonight.
A helicopter coming and landing in behind us. 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left side. And the Panthers are going to run it into the heart of the Hawk defense. Nowhere to go. That's Marcus Floyd. He scored the touchdown. Now he's getting the tackle there. Jay, that helicopter's coming. Is that to take you to the game tomorrow? I know you're going down there, and Texas, Oklahoma playing in Dallas. Are they coming to pick you up for your ride? Or
I don't think it's that one, but if someone is going that way.
Just pick you. You know, that one may be going to Dallas, but that one's going from hospital to hospital. So maybe we'll just say a prayer for those folks in it. Maybe you don't want to ride it. Furch wants to throw, and he instead is going to tried to complete it to Rashad Washington, but Washington was standing about 4 yards out of bounds on the sideline waiting to come in.
Yeah, Kendrick Smith there on the chase along with Palmer Gibbs. And that is going to bring up a 4th down for the Panthers.
And so we'll wait on the punt. Number 20 back deep for the Hawks. That's Seth Gunlock, the junior.
Outside of the quarterback for North Lamar, I believe Dallas Foster's probably touched the ball the second most times tonight for North Lamar, and that's never a good sign when it's your punter that has that stat.
High end over end kick. Gunlock will field it at the 42-yard line. The Hawks will have it there as we will be about 3.5 minutes left
at the 41-yard line, but it was 20 set
when this thing is snapped.
Coming out of halftime, Texas High leads the Mavericks 27-14. Carthage Bulldogs are leading the Center Rough Riders 45-14. And Liberty Ilo is leading Gladewater 42-21 with 8 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in that game.
Looks like all three schools on the Texas side get district rolling. This is the second district game for Liberty Ilo, but three of them get district rolling with some wins, and we've talked about that quite a few times, Jay. We really expect maybe all three schools on the Texas side this year to have an opportunity to make a deep playoff run, so good to see the other folks there in town taking care of business. The Hawks will snap this one with 3 minutes remaining. Walker Wright gets it out to Landon Fincher. Fincher gets it up to the 45-yard line.
Oh, no, a bug.
That bug's wearing tennis shoes. That thing was huge. Pickup of 3 yards on the play, second down, and 7 to go.
You're not going to scream like a girl, are you?
No, I'm not going to scream. I'm just going to not like a bug on me.
No, all three teams on the Texas side in Texarkana are all ranked in the top 10. Texas High number 4, PG number 9, LE number 7 in their respective divisions.
Walker Wright hands the ball off to Marcus Floyd. Floyd gets it across midfield into Panther territory down near the 40.
Ball was put on
the turf. Ball comes
though.
out. Nope, they say it was down. The head linesman coming in. Pretty adamant about that one. So it'll be first down and 10, and Floyd does have it regardless.
Yeah, names to note in 4A Division 2, you've got Carthage number 1, Gilmer number 3, two teams that Pleasant Grove definitely familiar with, and then number 8 is Wimberley. I still don't understand how they're still in the top 10, but you know.
But hey. 1.5 minutes remaining in this one with the clock rolling. Walker Wright and company bring it back to the line. Hand the ball off to Palmer. Gibbs runs right, shoved out of bounds near the 30. He'll be about a yard shy of the first down.
Palmer Gibbs, the ball carrier. Rashad Washington makes the stop.
Told Coach Gibson I wanted 9:23. Not make it work at 9:22.
Oh, he just called a timeout.
Pleasant Grove, second down and 1, now at the 31-yard line.
We are now under a minute remaining in this game, so at most 2 plays. Yep. Maybe it could be just this one.
If we're inside of 40 seconds. Yep. Hawks are just going to kneel on it, and that's going to do it there. Your final here is going to be Pleasant Grove 56, North Lamar 0. Hawks will have a 1-0 record in District 7 4A Division 2. Next week we head down to Longview, Texas, to take on the Spring Hill Panthers. These North Lamar Panthers will travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. That means Van and Gilmer will play next week. And I'll be interested in that game, Jay, because you got the new guy, Van, in the district. You got Gilmer. And you feel like those two and Pleasant Grove probably going to be who fights some of this out. But this one here will be a 56-0 win by your Pleasant Grove Hawks. You see some highlights coming up on there. Lots of Hawks in on the scoring tonight. Be on the lookout for on game day throughout the week. Check it out on Facebook as we will share out graphics of all the individual stat leaders on both offense and defense, highlighting some of the performances from tonight. Got some outstanding performances. Jared Halter had a great game, had a good game on the ground from several Hawk players, and so excited to see what those things end up like. But, Jay, 1-0 is a good place to start.
It is good start, and I like the efficiency that we saw from the offense, and defense once again, proves the name that they've made for themselves. And real excited about just seeing some of the other names that we were able to see in action tonight. And not only see in action, but actually make an impact in the game. And Landry Gibbs out there showing some great moves.
Yeah.
And Marcus Floyd out there on both sides of the ball. Just really excited to see some of these young sophomores making an impact this year.
Do want to remind you, thank you to all of our sponsors, all the commercials you see from tonight's game. All the folks you see in the corners of your screen, they are how we bring you this each and every week, free of charge on the variety of networks of Texarkana Game Day. Thank you so much for watching us. That's going to do it for all of us here at R.L. Maddox Stadium. For Caleb Coleman and the group at Texarkana Game Day, for Jay Davis, I'm Matt Fry. God bless all of you. We'll see you next week in Longview. Jay, your parting words.
Go Hawks!
We'll see you later. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.